Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, and we're going back into 7.3.5. This is the first path that I took, and this is the team. This path has aggression prowess, which we're all aware of. You can basically stack up the defender's special attack damage if you don't hit them frequently. Power play every 15 seconds. The champion's going to have whoever has the least amount of power gets fate sealed. And then it's got Cosmic Avalanche. So whenever you have a cosmic attack, or you yourself, you activate a special, you gain a Fury buff for each unique buff that is on yourself. And then when it's got Suffocation, you can see this on this Hulkbuster, that whenever you strike the defender, they put a Stifle debuff on you, and it reduces your combat power rate up to 100% if you have 4. They're 25% apiece. And then each unique buff that you have, it will reduce that stifle chance by 33%. So I brought in Silver Surfer for this Hulkbuster fight. You can see that I have 3 buffs on me now: the power gain, the fury, and the armor break, the armor. And I'm not getting stifled because each one of those 3 buffs is reducing the stifle by 33%. So basically every time I hit him, I got a 100% chance to bypass that. And then every time I activate a special attack, I'm also going to get Fury for each debuff. Or not each debuff, each buff. But you can see I launched that special 3. I didn't get an extra Fury. I'm not sure if it's just with special 1. But you can see there, I had less power than Hulkbuster, and I ended up getting Fate Sealed. It removed all my buffs, which stinks pretty bad. So we're going to try to build those back up, but you're going to see I'm going to get Fate Sealed again because I have less power. So you have to really manage that, and I think the strategy for this fight is if you can get a champ with a lot of buffs on you, I feel like don't even worry about the Cosmic Avalanche Fury. I think it's probably just better to like redline it and keep all of your buffs up to where you don't have to get stifled and all that. That's probably, if I were to redo this particular matchup, that's how I would have done it, just because I don't, granted the stifle, it doesn't really do a ton to you. It just reduces your ability to gain power. You can get willpower healing. So as long as you bring somebody into this fight that can deal with Hulkbuster's shock, I think you're good to go. Silver Surfer is one of my favorites to deal with Hulkbuster in general. Just because he's not immune to shock, but he treats that as a buff, so it amps up his damage, and he does 0 damage on a normal shock. And yeah, he just does really well. You see, I ended with full health, so we're all good there. Now on this next fight, we have a Bishop, and you can see I'm gonna bring in my Void. This is my 5-star rank 5 Sig 200 Void. I do have a Sig 40 6-star rank 3 Void. I do not have him for this fight. I believe I was doing Alliance War, and unfortunately he is on defense. So yeah, we're going with the 5-star, which is fine. And the nice thing with Void is he is Incinerate immune. I do not dex that special cleanly, which is fine. And now I'm going to, I do get kind of lucky. I do get 2 Petrifies on, which is kind of nice. So if I do hit into his block, or he blocks hard and triggers that regen, I can reverse that, which is kind of nice. I am going to try to bait his special 2s. Special 1, if he throws with enough prowess, you have to dex it because it's going to be unblockable. And I don't know how to fully dex it. I know it can be done, but I am more comfortable with the special 2 But if you miss the special 2, you can really get whacked. But you can see I did get clipped by this first special 2, and I have healed up a little bit because those stifles are healing me from willpower. So hopefully you do have willpower. Willpower is a great mastery to have. We've got him into Fear of the Void now. He has under 30 prowess. Still going to be unblockable. And yeah, and I missed that one. I was like, oh, that did not go well at all. And do I revive him? I think I do. And the thing is if you die to this bishop, you have to go, by a special attack, you have to go back in with however many bars he had. So he just killed me with special 2. He's going to try to kill me with another special 2. So there, I do dex that one, which is nice. I do have Cosmic Ghost Rider. He's a rank 3. You know, while I wish I would have killed him with my Void, Cosmic Ghost Rider is a decent counter for Bishop, simply because, one, he can put out crazy damage, and he is Incinerate immune. So if he does throw off a special 1, you can, you know, ignore the Incinerate damage that he's going to apply to you for being close to him. And yeah, I'm just going to try to push him to his L2s, even though I was 1 for 3 in the first fight, and so far I'm 1 for 2 in the second fight. It is what I'm more comfortable with there, so we get a dex again. So now we're 2 out of 3 for this one. And we're going to hold block a lot, hoping that he doesn't throw the special 1. Granted, you know, the special 1 isn't that bad. So you can see there, I blocked a bunch and then I dexed out at the end of it. Here we're throwing off a special 2. You know, we've already dexed and whatnot, so we're not getting a ton of crits. But here we go, block the whole thing on that one. But yeah, Bishop, he is kind of a pain. We are going to smoke the rest of him with Cosmic Ghost Rider. Got tagged again, so now I'm what, 2 for 4? Not great. We got 4 Furies from activating that special, which is really nice. And I think I'm gonna, yeah, get a heavy off. Do we finish him off here? Yeah. So we killed him. It wasn't clean. Bishop's, you know, he is quite a more difficult defender to deal with, especially because your options are a lot more limited because of that special 1 Incinerate damage. We're gonna go, I think, back in here with Cosmic Ghost Rider or Magneto. Silver Centurion is metal, so we're just gonna parry heavy this dude to special 3, and I think he will die with that. And I do get clipped with his combo there. Got 8 of medium, got a passive shock, which did quite a bit of damage. I tried to dex that. There's only one, you only need to do 1 dex at the end of that special 1. And I think I end up getting it here in a second, but I did get clipped by that. It did put a heal block on me. You can see that I'm not getting the stifles, and that's pretty much because of magnetism. And I'm not getting fate sealed because I have more power than him. But technically the magnetism could probably override that. So here we get off a special 3 with like 40 prowess, and I think this pretty much, does this kill him? No, it doesn't. He is bleeding though, broke his armor, and then I think the shrapnel is going to kill him. Can't remember. Just block all of that special 2. We don't want to get hit by that. Almost kills them all. 3% left. I think 1 more hit. Boom. Dead. Alright, so Magneto does the trick there. Cosmic Ghost Rider would do well on that fight as well, but he was low health from that bishop. Next up, we're going up against Crossbones, and I believe I'm going to go back in with Magneto. Crossbones is metal, so Magneto can eat him up. And hopefully I play this a little bit better. I think I end up getting hit Just got to be careful if he does shrug off. Yeah, there you go. Purifies your stuns. So I think after that, when I parry, I might kind of stall for a minute before I do the heavy, to make sure that I do get that to stick. And I didn't do it long enough there. Thought I had it, but I think we're gonna get to a special 3 and nuke this guy down with a whole bunch of prowess on the special 3. So even though I'm not using a cosmic to help me with, the cosmic avalanche and the suffocation, Magneto with his magnetism works fine. There, I got the spacing right on that second heavy to counter with my own heavy. We trying to double up those prowess. There we go. We got to 38. Let's see how much damage this one will do. We are in under 50% health, which means we have courage active. I have courage at 2 out of 3. And here we go. We get fate sealed because we have less, but look at that fate seal. We still have all of those prowess, so that was kind of a weird interaction. All right, so he's got 7% left. We're just gonna bait a special 1, and I think we're gonna finish him off. So yeah, Magneto's really good for this lane. For the longest time, I didn't have Magneto. Got him on my birthday this year, opening some skill mutant 5-star dual class crystals. Took him straight up to rank 5, awakened him, max-sigged him. Yeah, he's great, so he can handle a lot. And here we got a Red Skull, and I can't remember, do I use Magneto again? I think I do, yep. We're gonna go in and just parry heavy, get the prowesses, get to special 3, kill him. Pretty much, it almost kills him by that point. Make sure you do not hit into this dude's block. That's the last thing that you want to do, because you'll take some crazy energy damage doing that. And so far so good. We need to bait a special 1. Special 2 I typically stay away from. I can fully dex that, but it's just a little more tricky. While special 1 you can just get out of range. It's pretty simple to do. Back up, easy to counter. Special 2, it just takes some more dexes. I can do it. I have done it. I do it. But when it's avoidable, I avoid trying to do it. And here we're up to 21. We missed doubling up our prowess. We're down to 17. That's all right. We're not to special 3 yet. There we go. We're at 35. I think we're gonna bait a special 1. Yeah, and I didn't manage the spacing on that. There we go. We're up to 40, 38. I think we're gonna get a couple more heavies in, and we're gonna rinse this dude down. We're at 13% health, so he's going from 83%. Let's see how much damage this does. Down to 66, so 64k, but look at those bleeds ticking. And then when they expire, I'm gonna get a huge chunk of damage. Boom. That shrapnel damage was for 93k. Super nice. Magneto, super awesome champ. Perfect block. There I was thinking that the special 1 would kill him. Not quite, but he's still bleeding. And there we go. Tap him over, and we're gonna move on. And Magneto can definitely work for the Hulkbuster fight as well. Yeah, I use Surfer. So next up, we're gonna move over to, I believe, that Storm Pyramid X. Yeah, and we're gonna go in again. It's got Cosmic Avalanche and the Suffocation. We're gonna go in with Silver Surfer, I believe. And I'm trying to remember if I do think I successfully clear this fight without any problems. Really need to be able to evade her special 1. And as long as you can do that, Storm isn't too bad. You knock her down, she's gonna get both her modes, like the Ice Tempest and whatever the other one is. And if you get her to special 2, it can be quite deadly, especially if she's got prowess. This does have aggression prowess, so hopefully the AI is playing very nicely for you and will throw specials. And yeah, here we go. We're gonna throw any specials. I think we're going to just redline it for most of the fight, and get those heavies to activate the debuffs, or to activate the buffs to prevent the stifle debuffs. So I got my power gain, and now I'm going to, am I gonna get, there we go, we get the heavy. Dude end up taking a little bit hit. That was a little bit, it wasn't the most risk-free option to just kind of spam a heavy from far away, because while you are phasing in, it will miss. It does expire, and definitely expired in time to let her smack me pretty good. Again, you really need to be able to dex her specials, especially with those aggression prowess. She's got 8, 9 prowess right there. If you get hit by a special, especially when it was unblockable, it can really, you're just lights out. It's over. So here we are actually throwing a special 3. We'll see if we can't keep all of these buffs active on me and not get fate sealed like I did with the Hulkbuster. Here she does have a special 2. So let's see, we need her to throw it. Here we go. I just blocked that. The one nice thing with Silver Surfer is the armor up buff that he gets. It is really potent. So took very little damage on that special 2, and a lot of that was because of the armor up. Luckily it wasn't unblockable, otherwise probably would have died. But yeah, so we're just gonna keep knocking this girl down. Look at all that energy damage and stuff from that special 2. Really nice. Am I gonna get fate sealed here? I think I am. It doesn't matter. I let all of the buffs expire, and she ended up getting fate sealed. I had a little bit more power. So, but we're almost done, and I think I'm gonna pretty much end this fight with full health. Silver Surfer is just great because you can get that willpower healing. He can do a lot of damage with those debuffs, with the buffs active, and you don't have to worry so much about like the crappy damage normally that others would get against Storm. Like, so when he doesn't glance, the energy damage can be pretty nice. I really do like Silver Surfer. He is a really fun champ to play. I think here we're going to try to finish her off with a special. No? Yes? No? There we go. No, we didn't throw a special, but kill her off. Not too bad. And that's it for the path. We're going to move up to the bosses. Big chunk of 6-star shards on this path, which is really nice. Now for the bosses, you have a choice between Warlock, Elsa, and Cable. And looking at all of these, I think that probably Cable is the easiest. I tried Elsa once, and I didn't account for some of her mechanics. We'll get to that when we actually go down the path with her. But this one I'm going to go in against that Warlock, and I'm going to use Doom. Doom is a really solid counter for Warlock because, one, he's shock immune, so his special 1 shocks won't apply, and you don't have to worry about willpower healing. He's armor break immune, so if he throws his L2, you're not going to get the willpower block and the reversal, not the reversal, but the block and the degen from that, and the power drain that's associated with it. But yeah, Doom is a great counter. The only thing that you have to care about is the node that drops your power after 2 bars. So we're going to swap out the champ and get a Nihilus on the team just for a synergy to get those guaranteed crits on heavies for Doom. So this has Redlining, Specialist 2, Stage Fright, and Bubble Shield. So Bubble Shield, every 10 blocks, you got to make sure you dex, get rid of that unblockable. The Stage Fright, you can only throw a special within the window, otherwise you'll take some damage. And then it's got the ebb and flow heavy knockdown, so you have to heavy knock him down. And that will let you do regular damage. The redlining is what you got to be really careful with, mixed with the what is it called? The stage fright. Because you got to throw specials, otherwise you're going to get power drained. You can see there I did get some degen damage. And I believe, even though I got the L2 off, I think it was just a hair late. And so it kind of mixed in with the drain from the redlining node. So basically, once you get to a little bit past 2 bars, you're going to get drained down to 0. And you don't want that to happen because it's going to count towards Warlock's ability for power drain, which is tied into degen. So there we didn't trigger at that time. So again, it's got specialist 2. So the special 2s are going to do the most damage. But you also got to get that heavy knockdown, and you need to do that before you throw the special so you can get max damage off. Yeah, there is a lot to keep in mind for this fight, especially because you have bubble shield, so every 10th hit is going to be fully unblockable. And you know, if you're not comfortable dexing Warlock's special 1, then that can be quite problematic. So there is a lot to keep in mind on this fight. I think I come close to soloing it, but I think I fail right towards the end. And I know I try to go through on another path and use my Venom because he can't be power drained. So you definitely need somebody that either is shock immune, armor break immune, or both, or you just need to not have willpower running, which to me I think is kind of dumb. Me personally, for like one single fight, I'm not really going to be looking for an option where I have to change my masteries. Just because I don't like paying the mastery change cost. That's just me being a free-to-play player. But I mean, if you guys think that that's easier, then by all means do that. There you go. So I tried to get the heavy knockdown, but I got so much power because between special 1, special 2, you gain power so fast. I ended up getting drained, and I did get degened a bit. So there I hit 20 bubble shield, and I just started to try to parry and dex to make sure that I could get that knocked off, and then I just kind of go back into the routine, get another heavy knockdown. But I don't know if that's gonna last long enough. No. So here we dex. I can dex the special 1 pretty consistently. Normally how I do it is I do a triple dash back in the same rhythm that I dex the bullets that he shoots at you. So I do that triple dash back, and then I do it again when I'm obviously dashing and evading those bullets. That's how I normally deal with Warlock's special 1. Ideally, push him to his special 2. It's easy to get out of range of. And as long as you're armor break immune and you're not running willpower, then you're good to go. You don't have to worry about that. And here we're throwing off another special 2, but I feel like it's pretty difficult to manage the bubble shield, the heavy knockdown, and then getting to the special 2 in time. And maybe I should be doing the heavy knockdown a little bit later. But you can see here, I got him to 2 bars. I'm at 29 charges, so I think I'm going to block and get rid of that bubble shield here. Yeah, so I just parried, I didn't hit him, and then I'm going to try to get him to come at me. There, we take off the bubble shield, and then we can go back to work. There, we get the heavy knockdown. I got to be really careful. I was trying to see if I could get an intercept L2, didn't, wasted that opportunity. Yeah, it's a long fight. This is, a lot to keep track of. Other options that would work pretty well, I think, would be like a Medusa. I don't have her ranked up. I have her as a rank 4. I think she could work. I'm certain here we get this one off. So we got a heavy knockdown, and then we just parried. Got to be careful with not getting pushed too far over the special 2. And there, the incinerates are doing some work. 917 times 3 per. It's pretty good. You know, I think Nebula could work. I bet Guillotine 2099 could work. Here, I'm like, all right, throw your special. Does throw it. I do get drained because I get pushed above the 2+ bar power. So yeah, I took a big combo there. There we get a knockdown. We're at 40 charges. I'm not sure if I already removed that bubble shield. And there we get the L2 off again after the protection gets reactivated. And then one kind of annoying thing is the I didn't remove that unblockable yet, so that's unfortunate. I got hit there. But you can see like the heavy knockdown and then the special 2 icons, they look very similar. So, you know, those 2 on top of each other. So there, I got the heavy knockdown. It's got that crit damage buff icon. This one I'm just gonna block for safety because I'm like, I don't know, I just felt like it was so close. And then there you got the special 2 damage icon thing. I'm at 2%. He's at 25%. Yeah, I remember I do not solo this, but I did come pretty close. He ended up getting close to special 3 and just did not want to throw it there. I tried to go for an intercept, don't get it. But here, who do I finish it off with? I think I finished this off with Silver Surfer. I am going to be getting degen though on this fight. So Silver Surfer, he is a pretty solid option for Warlock in general, but definitely don't want to have willpower running, which I have running. So I'm going to get degened. I'm going to get power drained quite a bit once I get infected. And here I'm trying to build up all of my 3 buffs, get them, and then I'm just going to block those, the special one, Dex out at the end. And here we're going to get off a big special 2 before that heavy knockdown thing gets applied. We get big damage off of that. Yeah, so far so good. And all of the buffs that you get are going to help a lot with making sure that the infection that you do get put on you goes really quick. So you see I just got infected and boom, it's gone because I had all those buffs on me. And now I'm unblockable. I need to get a heavy knockdown to get some good damage. I think I'm going to refresh. I think I refreshed a little bit. Yeah, a little bit too early there. Get the heavy knockdown, and then we're going to finish him off right here. There we go. So a little 1-2 punch with Doom and Surfer. We get him knocked down, get him killed. No items used on the path. So hopefully this helps. Hopefully you guys have a easy time getting through that path. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.